Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Christy Kijarina. It's Wednesday, November 13. In Squiz Kids Today, a cicada summer's on the way. Mexico City's Mariachi party, Aussie surfers win big in Cali, and the night riding dumpling craze. That's what's making news kid style.
The Lowdown.
Get ready, people, for the Great Cicada Concert of 2024. This summer, Australia's East Coast is set to be buzzing, led by greengrocer cicadas that started showing up in the Blue Mountains in September and are now spreading to Sydney and Victoria. In case you don't know, cicadas are insects famous for their loud calls. They spend most of their lives underground feeding on plant roots, then emerge to shed their exoskeletons, grow wings, and sing their hearts out. And it's not just the greengrocers making noise. Other types like double drummers, black princes, and razor grinders, all great band names by the way, are adding to the chorus. Australia is known as the world's cicada capital, with over 1,000 species. So, how do they create such a racket? Well, cicadas have a special organ called a timbal, a built-in drum that lets them reach up to 120 decibels. That's about as loud as a chainsaw. And why so many cicadas this year, I hear you ask? Great question. Cicada life cycles are based on prime numbers like 5, 7, 11 or 13 years, meaning that to protect them from predators, different species don't usually pop up together. But this year is special, as many of those prime cycles will coincide for a cicadathon summer. For some people, cicada chirps are the sound of summer. For others, it's just a really loud noise. And speaking of insects, the ABC has just announced its Insect of the Year. And the winner is, drumroll please, the blue-banded bee. This adorable fuzzy native bee captured more than half of the 13,000 votes. And it's not just adorable either. This little bee works tirelessly to pollinate crops and native flowers, making it a true hero for our environment. What a beautiful victory!
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Mexico City, where the vibrant sounds of mariachi music have recently filled the air in a world record attempt. Imagine this, over 1,000 mariachi musicians gathered in Mexico City's main plaza, strumming guitars, blowing trumpets and playing violins to celebrate the first ever World Mariachi Congress. Now, if you've never seen a mariachi band, mariachi is a traditional Mexican music style known for its upbeat rhythms and powerful vocals. The musicians dress in elaborate outfits called charro suits, featuring fancy embroidery, big sombreros, and shiny silver buttons that catch the light as they play. Mariachi has deep traditional roots, often passed down through generations. And I've stuck a link to some mariachi in the episode notes for you. This event aimed to set a new world record with 1,122 mariachis performing together. The people at Guinness haven't confirmed it yet, but I must say, it's really struck a chord with me.
Squiz Kids salutes.
Today, we're saluting some Aussie surfing legends. Queenslander Kai Collis and South Australian Jocelyn Newmuller, who have just been crowned prone surfing champions at the 2024 International Surfing Association Para World Championships in California. Not only did Kai and Jocelyn take home gold in their divisions, but their incredible efforts helped the Australian team, the Irukandjis, achieve an impressive third place overall finish. If you're wondering what prone surfing is, it's a style where surfers lie flat on their boards, using only their arms to paddle and ride the waves. And it's no easy feat and demands loads of strength, balance and skill. And Kai's story is one of pure grit and determination. Just 2 years ago, at age 15, he was diagnosed with a rare condition affecting his spinal cord and blood flow to his legs. But after surgery and months of hard work, he's now a world champion for the second year running. Jocelyn too is a powerhouse in the sport, showing the world just how strong Aussie surfers can be. Kai Collis, Jocelyn Newmuller and the Irukandjis, Squiz Kids salute you.
Food, glorious food.
What would you do for your favourite food? Would you jump on a bike and pedal through the night, all for a delicious dumpling? Well, thousands of young people in China have been doing just that. So it started back in June when 4 friends in Zhangzhou decided they needed a late night snack. So they biked over 60 kilometres to Kaifeng, a city famous for its mouth-watering soup dumplings. They shared their wild adventure on social media and soon everyone wanted in. Now, this dumpling dash has turned into a full-on craze, with crowds of riders calling themselves the Night Riding Army, filling highways in search of those tasty dumplings. Now, at first, the authorities were cool with the fun, but as more cyclists hit the roads, things got a little chaotic, like two-wheel traffic jams and blocked highways. For now, police have had to shut down bike lanes between the cities to keep everyone safe. But for these riders, it's about more than just the dumplings. It's about the adventure, the memories, and a little spice of life. As one rider said, we're only young once.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. The life cycles of cicadas are based on which types of numbers? Did you say prime numbers? Great listening. Question number 2. What is the name of the Australia Para Surfing team that came third in the ISA Surfing World Championships over the weekend? That's right, they're the Irukandjis. Question number 3. Which food are young people in China cycling 60 kilometres for? Yep, they're after those tasty soup dumplings.
Shout outs.
It's Wednesday, November 13, World Kindness Day. Maybe you could compliment a classmate, thank a parent for all the things they do for you, or just offer to take the bin out for your teacher. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Ariel from Walcher, Evan from Vincentia, Harriet from Ogdenville, Patrick from Picton, Annika from Floriat, Owen from Noosa, Darcy from New South Wales, and Sally listening all the way over there in London in the United Kingdom. And belated birthday shoutouts go to Aeneas from Holt and Aria from Brightwater. Classroom shoutouts today go to Class 4S with Mrs Matthews at Mariah College in Sydney. Year 3 Gold with Mrs C and Mrs D at St Joseph's Primary School in North Ipswich. Class 6L with Mr Lawrence at Glendore Public School. Stage 3 Samurais with Miss Hong and Mrs Bailey at Wentworth Point Public School. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, Room 8 with Miss Bailey at Port Vila International School, all the way over there in Vanuatu. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.